welcome back everyone. Pierce Talk main event lined up on the track and ready to go. I'm going to go over their point standings really quickly, then a lineup, and we're going to get this 30-lap feature underway. Right now, your points leader in Pierce Talk, Candy Tomorrow with 418 over Mishi Rossini in second with 390. In third is Falk Rao with 376. Fred Koolhoven sits fourth with 370. 2 points down from him, and rounding out the top five, Local Dog Racing's Kaz Freshie. Rounding out the rest of the top 10, Hemi Lover Sock, Doucha Foxtail, Kibo Monroe, Skylar Moonwall, and Lucido Avon. From there on down, Fur, Falconer, Mochi, Padalo, Darwinian, and Jewel. Those are the 16 cars who have taken a green flag in Pierce Talk this season. Right now, 9 hungry cars lined up on the figure 8 ready to go. I do believe this is their first figure 8 race of the season as well, and it should be a pretty wild one. Starting on the pole, no team listed, number 72, Treat TV Machine of Skylar Moonwall. Just to the outside of him, for the Sleepy Bunch, the Cheerwine, number 89, Doucha Foxtail. Back to row number 2, number 53, Toast Racing's Hemi Lover Sock. And to the outside of him, in the normal machine, for Local Dog Racing, number 22, Kaz Freshie. Back to row number 3. You're going to find the number 2, SS Galaxy Machine, FK Autosports, Fred Koolhoven. Just outside of him, Local Dog Racing's Falkweiser Machine, number 6, Falk Rao. Back to the 4th row. On the inside, number 99, for Redline Racing, it is Mishi Rossini. And just outside of him, his teammate and your points leader for Redline Racing, it is Candy Tomorrow. Back to the final row, making his debut in the Pierce Talk Series, the number 128, Second Life Coast Guard Machine of Dave Dorm Gaffer. So we're set to go. We got one rookie driver, a whole bunch of seasoned veterans, and a points battle coming down to the end of the season. We're 10 seconds away from the green flag racing. Got most of the drivers on the gate. I'll be on it and tell you who missed registration as this race continues. Right now, though, green flag is out, and Hemi Lover Sock trying to do a repeat of what he did in the No Champs race. Not going to be happening for him right now as Doucha Foxtail is on the attack. Skylar Moonwall spins. He was your pole sitter. He rejoins the field as they head into the right-hander. 53, Sock is able to hold on to the lead, and he kind of gets into Foxtail a little bit there as they head for the left-hander. Now he gets into the wall. Foxtail to the lead. 22, Freshie trying to find a way around both of them. His teammate, the 6, Rao, and the 99, Rossini, also coming up into this battle. So your leader, 89 Foxtail, now he's under some pretty heavy attack there. He just lost it to the 53. That's Sock as they come across. Moonwall's going the other way. And most of the rest of the field all bunched up from Sock all the way back to Gaffer. To come through the intersection, Moonwall's going to sneak through there somehow. Good job on his part. The top 5 right now are Sock, Foxtail, Freshie, intersection, and there goes Foxtail. So now we're going to have to change that up a little bit as to third goes the 6 of Rao. Rossini's around. He collects Foxtail, so that's going to knock them both further back. As I was saying, Sock is your leader. Freshie second. Rao is now up into third. Koolhoven to fourth. And then a big jumble up behind him. So as they come towards the stripe once again, 53, Sock holds on to it. Freshie trying to reel him in. 4 laps of 30 complete. A little bit further back in the field, Dave Dorm Gaffer making his way up through it. He just put a move there on the 99 of Rossini. Some contact made. And now Gaffer is going to fall back behind him and Foxtail. Contact between Foxtail and him, though. And it looks as if Gaffer is going to go back on the attack again. So some very heavy battling going on down in the field a little bit further. Sock still your leader. Freshie, Rao, Koolhoven, Tomorrow. Then Rossini, who looks to be the car that didn't register on the gate, as Gaffer and the leader get together. That's going to toss it over to Kaz Freshie. Very familiar sight to see that number 22 out in front here on a figure 8. So the Local Dog Racing cars making a Hemi Lover sandwich as they head into the right-hander. Sock down on the attack for the lead. Headed for lap 7 at the gate here. Just about a quarter of the way into this race. And at the stripe, Sock is scored as your leader. They're coming off the left-hander now. And back towards the intersection. Sock spins, collects Rao, and both drivers losing a ton of time to Kaz Freshie. Back up through the gearbox they go, dodging traffic going the other way. And around goes Sock again. So hand second over to the 6 of Rao. Third is the 14, Candy Tomorrow. She's your points leader. Gaffer collects Rao hard. Both cars up on 2 wheels. And as things sort out, Tomorrow is to second. Three-wide battle. Here comes Koolhoven and Rao with that damaged car trying to work back through there, and all three of them get collected by Moonwall. Make this a 5-car battle. 4 cars now as the 53 Sock again finds the hay bales. 22, Freshie leads them on lap number 9, coming towards the 1/3 mark. Heavy traffic going both ways in front of him. That's Moonwall and Gaffer going in his direction. Those two running in 8th and 9th. And then the whole field going in the other direction. Freshie working around there, and it looks like the 6 of Rao and Moonwall collide again. That's going to send both drivers quite a distance there. A lot of time lost for Rao, who was as high as 2nd earlier in this race. So now Rao back there doing battle with Foxtail. Both drivers much deeper in the field than they would have liked, as I'm trying to keep track of where the 99 of Rossini is. Again, Moonwall runs into the 6 of Rao, and at this point in the race, folks, when you're one of these drivers, you really got to figure out which way you're going to get around those cars going the other way. When you've been dodging somebody for several laps that's going, the opposite direction of you, generally you can find out what they're going to do. A lot of drivers charge in there, so the good thing to do, the smart thing to do, is tag the brakes and kind of get around the back there, as we've got all sorts of battling going on. Gaffer's around in the right-hander. He collects the 99. Rossini, those two on different laps at the moment, as far as I know. Your leader continues to be Kaz Freshie, who just has an enormous lead over Candy Tomorrow. Koolhoven back there in 3rd. Rossini sits 4th in the battle for 5th now with 89 Foxtail. Then Hemi Lover Sock and Fock Rao back there behind those two. Rao finds the inside wall on the right-hander, and that wall is nasty. It has teeth, and it'll reach out and grab you, and it definitely did so. So now Rao has a lot of ways to go to get back up there. So your leader, Freshie, actually coming up to put a lap on his teammate Rao pretty soon here as they head through the intersection. Freshie using the brakes very wisely, getting through there. And this is what I was talking about. You notice Freshie's leading the race, and he's sneaking through the intersection by braking and swerving around. The second place driver, Candy Tomorrow, doing the same thing, getting through that intersection. That's really important here. Now in the figure 8, the other important thing is the turns are a lot tighter than they are on the oval. You're turning a lot more degrees, so you really want to keep that car cinched down as much as you can. Control your speed, and you will be very fast on the figure 8. So there's two very important factors different from oval racing. Your corner entries and exits are a lot different here, and the intersection, of course, is the great equalizer. So now Freshie coming up to put a lap on Rao. Hemi Lover Socks around backwards, and he's going to lose the 6th spot to Rao. 22, Freshie working through the intersection, and Rao follows him through there, gets in a bit of a collision there with the 89 and the 99. That's Foxtail and Rossini. Those two are battling for the 6th spot, 7th spot, should say. So we are a little past halfway here, and Kaz Freshie continues to lead as he catches Moonwall this time. He's going to continue on. He's towing teammate Fock Rao up with him. Rao currently sits in the 4th position. Across the intersection comes Candy Tomorrow as well. She's come up behind Fock Rao. So now you've got the local dog car leading, 1 a lap down, and then Redline Racing's Candy Tomorrow sitting in 2nd back there. So we're going to see if any team play comes into strategy here. Team strategy comes into play here. Let's try that one. As we're approaching 10 laps to go. This is lap number 19 for Kaz Freshie, looking good out front of this pure stock race right now, with the 14, Candy Tomorrow, trying to reel him in. The top two are headed through the right-hander, coming up on Dave Dorm Gaffer, who currently sits 9th, 1 lap down. He should be 2 laps down this time by the stripe. I'm sorry, he's 2 now. Will be going down 3 if Freshie's able to get by him. 14 Tomorrow working around the outside of the 6 Rao, and she sets sail after Kaz Freshie. No intersection traffic for either driver right now. Just going to be 9 laps to go, and these two are going to be going at it here. Dave Dorm Gaffer is 1 lap down. Currently a pick between those two cars. He's trying to get one of his laps back there as they head into the left-hander. Can't get it done. And now Tomorrow's working the outside around him. She ducks down to the inside, and she puts Gaffer away. So now nobody between Freshie and Tomorrow. Lap 22 of 30 going to be going away at the stripe. Car 22 leads. Car 14 second. Fred Koolhoven very quietly in 3rd. 4th, I'm sorry. 3rd is Michi Rossini at the moment. And there, that's where that registering to the gate thing comes into play. Very hard to keep track of cars who do not register to the scoring. Gaffer's around in the intersection. He takes the 72 and the 89 out, and he's trying to back up, get his car righted again. Gets going right in front of your leaders who are side by side now. As lap number 23 goes away, we're headed for lap 24 here, folks. That will be as they head into the left-hander. That's where the gate is. Wreck, turn right-hander, I should say, turn 4. All the leaders are able to get around him. That was Skyler Moonwall stuck to the inside wall. Foxtail, the early leader, getting ready to go down a lap. He is currently 8th, 1 lap down. Sorry, 7th, 1 lap down. Just ahead of Skyler Moonwall. And we got ourselves a battle for the lead. It's going to be 5 laps to go at the stripe. Candy tomorrow working the outside as they head into the right-hander. They're both trying to find a way around Foxtail, who was the early leader. More contact as they head for the left-hander. Both drivers get together, both into the hay bales. Tomorrow gets the worst of it. She gets going once again. 89 Foxtail pulling over, looks like, and he's going to jump back in there almost behind Kaz Freshie. 14 Tomorrow with fire in her eyes. It's going to get up underneath the 89, and she's setting sail once again after Kaz Freshie. 4 laps to go for him. Don't know what was quite with the contact there. Both drivers look like they got together and lost control, and that does happen a lot. As you're working along mega prems in the infield, cars slide a little bit more than they do on the regular prems up in the corners. If you make contact with another car, a lot of times what that can cause your car to do is hook, and it'll turn really hard to one side or the other. As Rossini collides with the leader, here comes Tomorrow up the outside. Freshie working the inside. Drivers get together here. 3 laps left to go. Tomorrow to the lead. Across the intersection again, in front of Rossini go both drivers. They're coming up behind Dave Dorm Gaffer, the first-timer in the SL Coast Guard machine. As far as I know, Rossini continues to hold down third. Fred Koolhoven in the SS Galaxy machine trying to run him down for that final podium spot. As the leaders are now battling with Gaffer, trying to put him another lap down. He collects Tomorrow. Here comes Freshie. Freshie up the outside. Into the right-hander they go. Both cars sailing again into the inside wall. And this time Tomorrow's stuck. White flag out for Freshie. Looks like he has slowed up a little bit as they head for the intersection, slowing up in the left-hander too. Don't believe he felt that that was the way he wanted to win that race as Candy Tomorrow tries to work her way around Gaffer, headed through the intersection in the other direction. Freshie still slow as they come off the right-hander. Gaffer collides with the 89, and the 89 collides with Candy Tomorrow. Freshie pulling all the way over, but it looks like he's still going to take the checkers there as the 14 Tomorrow was not able to get to him in time. I do believe he was trying to give that spot back, but it looks like Candy Tomorrow was just not able to make it to him in time, so we'll see what works out with that one. Those are the top 2, though, one way or the other. Candy Tomorrow and Kaz Freshie. Third place is going to go to the 99, Mishi Rossini. I know the scoring doesn't show it, but that's where he came out. Fred Koolhoven gets 4th. Fakra rounds out the top 5. Then Sock, Foxtail, Moonwall, and Gaffer rounding out the field. We're going to take a short break, get things sorted out, and come back to racing after this.